There is a place in Jamaica that looks as if it was carved by something ancient and impatient, a wild land of steep green ridges, sudden cliffs, and deep valleys with weather of their own, a place where rivers slip underground, as if the island is swallowing them. A place so tough that British soldiers once wrote home calling it a country of horrors. This is Cockpit Country, Jamaica's most remote and stubborn stronghold. To understand its power, you must start with the people who escaped into it and came out stronger. Long before the British claimed Jamaica, both the Tainos and the Maroons spoke of Cockpit Country as if it were alive. Even today, visitors hear the strange, rhythmic whoosh that moves through the huge limestone basins, a natural sound made when wind rushes through caves and sinkholes, pushing air in and out like a giant hidden lung. Scientists call it barometric breathing. The Maroons simply say, "The hills are talking." Cockpit Country sits on karst limestone, terrain where water makes its own rules. A river can run bright and clear, then suddenly drop into a sinkhole and disappear into an underground maze. Some villagers can follow these secret rivers by sound alone, listening for the deep rumble of water moving beneath their feet. Explorers have mapped parts of these channels. Many more remain unreachable, blocked by narrow cracks or unstable stone, not because of magic, but because the land itself refuses to give them up. In Cockpit Country, nature decides what stays hidden. There are no ghost stories here, but there is the feeling of being watched. The ridges rise like walls, the forests swallow sound, and the land folds so sharply that someone just a few steps away can vanish from sight. For centuries, these natural defenses became the Maroons' greatest advantage. Lookouts on high cockpit rims could spot intruders long before they were seen. British soldiers wrote about being tracked, outsmarted, and surrounded, often without seeing a single Maroon. The hills watched, the Maroons listened, and the invaders learned fear. Cockpit Country is filled with caves, some mapped, many unreachable, not because they move or change, but because their entrances are hidden, vertical, or unsafe. Near the community of Quickstep lies one such system, a tight, twisting maze with sudden drops and pockets of thin air. Researchers have found collapsing tunnels, shifting rocks, and sinkholes that open after heavy rain. Villagers sum it up in 2 words: respect the cave. No folklore needed. The land speaks clearly. Cockpit Country's greatest secret was never underground. It was human. When enslaved Africans escaped plantations, they fled into this wild interior. The land protected them with cliffs, forests, and hidden trails only locals could read. For decades, Britain sent its best soldiers into Cockpit Country. They failed every time. The Maroons knew every ridge, every water source, every narrow path. They used camouflage, signals, and ambush tactics shaped perfectly for the terrain. In 1739, the British signed a treaty, recognizing Maroon autonomy, one of the few times an empire admitted defeat. Some areas of Cockpit Country are still so remote that no British soldier ever reached them. Even today, many valleys and caves remain unmapped, not because they hold supernatural secrets, but because they are almost impossible to reach. The land keeps its own secrets. Deep inside Cockpit Country are places where sound simply stops, birdsong fades, wind stops, and the air sits heavy in the limestone bowls between the hills. Biologists say the shape of the land creates these silent pockets. Hikers say it feels like stepping into another world. Both are right. Cockpit Country's real mysteries don't come from myth, but from science, history, and the vast amount that remains unexplored. Archaeologists believe Taino artifacts still lie untouched. Hydrologists think hidden waterways may connect far parts of the island. Biologists continue finding new species in its forests. Its secrets are protected not by spirits, but by age, stone, and the unforgiving nature of the terrain. Cockpit Country is more than wilderness. It is a natural fortress, a historic refuge, a geological labyrinth, a place that helped shape Jamaica in ways we are still discovering. Some secrets are waiting, others belong to the hills. But one truth stands firm. Cockpit Country does not give up anything easily, and that is its greatest mystery.